first thoughts on the matchup, guys?
I really don't know too much about Lipscomb, so we're gonna dive in next couple of days and watch film on them and see what they like to do.
For both of you guys, since I'm imagining the Lipscomb knowledge is not great, how do you feel about where you guys are? Obviously, uncertainty with Key and Taman and losing on Thursday, but how do you feel like the last 48 hours or whatever has gone for you guys?
I think we're in a good spot. We had a good practice this morning, real competitive, so I think we'll just take that moving forward to the tournament.
Where do you feel like I don't know if improvement's the right word, but just where you guys can tighten the screws a little bit between now and Friday?
I feel like we can get better on the offensive end, just getting good quality shots every possession down. I feel like the last two games, I think our turnovers weren't too bad, so it's a positive. And then at defense end, just taking away a lot more rhythm threes and making them into a lot of contested shots.
Milan, thoughts on playing in Milwaukee?
It's really cool. Honestly, I didn't think we were gonna get to go to Milwaukee because every bracket had us not going there. So it was a surprise, but it's really cool to go back home.
Joshua, first time for you here going to the tournament. Just got three teammates, Nate, Brant, Dish. I think they haven't been. Just how happy are you for them to get an opportunity, particularly a guy like Brant, that this is no matter what his last go around?
Yeah, they worked really hard this year, so I'm happy they get to see what March Madness is like and the excitement behind it. So real happy for those guys.
For both you guys, TJ talked about the importance of getting back to practice and working on some things. Just what kind of was the practice schedule like since coming back from Kansas City?
A lot of offensive execution, and then obviously we're gonna get some defensive reps in. So just surely sharpening our tools on everywhere.
We got the last 2 days. We practiced today, but other than that, the last 2 days off, completely off. We didn't do anything. And then got back to the practice floor today, and like you said, that's what we did.
For both of you guys, getting to play in Milwaukee as a 3 seed, you guys have to think of that as a reward for the body of work and who you've played, how you've done this season. Just kind of get into that and what it feels like to kind of be rewarded for everything you guys have gone through.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting just because obviously it's exciting for me to go back home, but all the fans too. That's a 5-hour drive, so a lot of fans can make it. It'll probably be a home court advantage for us. So I think that's exciting for our fans too.
Yeah, I think we should just have a lot of excitement behind what we did, and then getting rewarded for going to Milwaukee. I think if we were healthy, we could have ended up in a way better spot seed-wise. But in playing in Milwaukee is going to be a great reward, and just got to go out there and compete.
For both of you guys, what makes you guys a threat in your side of the bracket?
I would say it starts with our defense. Not many teams can replicate what we do on our defense end in practice or maybe in other conferences. So I think it starts with their defense. Defense always travels. And that's just, we got guys who can score 1 through 5. It could be anyone's night, any game. So I think we have a lot of weapons that a lot of teams have to prepare for.
I think we also have a lot of depth coming to the end of the season. A lot of guys might be banged up, so just going into it with our guys, and I think we'll be going to be able to make a deep run.
Have you guys been practicing with Taman and Keyshawn?
I think TJ will answer that in his press conference.
Okay, the last one. You're going home. You don't seem that excited. What was your initial reaction?
I was shocked, just because I didn't think it was going to happen. But it's really cool to play at the 5 serve, and obviously going to have a lot of fans from here and home watching me.
Did you go to the game that they were up there the last time, or would that have been before they were recruiting you?
I was not there because we played in the state championship that day, so I wasn't able to make it.
Milan, a little bit earlier you talked about looking at all the brackets and kind of tracking, not thinking you were going to go to Milwaukee. How much time had you spent just looking at Giuliani's bracket or bracket matrix or whatever to kind of get an idea of where you're going?
I don't spend too much time, but I do look at 3 or 4 brackets because I like to do that. It's college basketball, it's fun, so and I didn't see us at Milwaukee at all, so that's cool.
What do you kind of remember seeing as you were looking at the brackets, whether it's seeding, location, obviously you didn't think you were going to go to Milwaukee, but just overall, what were your kind of feelings when you saw yourselves projected as a 3 or a 4, maybe someone had you a 2 or a 5, whatever it was?
Just kind of, seeing us at a 4 or 3, so then kind of cheering for some other teams the last couple of days, hoping they lost, so, yeah.
Obviously, you guys now have had experience playing against in this tournament, and obviously now you guys have played against conference opponents, but now you guys are playing against teams that you haven't played before. What is those kind of challenges of just getting ready for this tournament?
I think the mindset should be never take anyone lightly. So going into it like Lipscomb can win the whole thing. I think that's the best mindset for any team to have going into March Madness.
What's the expectation for you guys?
To go as far as we can, national championship, to be honest. That's what we strive for since the summer, and that's what we want to do.
What's the message that TJ has been giving you guys leading up to the tournament?
To start with practice one day at a time, then we'll get to the next thing when we get to it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.